Good extramarital morning. Yeah, buddy. How's everybody doing on this Sunday morning? Sunday morning, here I sit. People talking all kinds of mad shit, lying off their asses to get through the day. Because they can't go out and get a job. Hey, maybe you should look into it. Get a career and stop acting like a piece of shit. You're making life hard for everybody else so you can sit at home with your nose in the air. Buddy, I doed it. Here we go. They're deranged. They are insane. They think that I'm evil, the main vein of all the predators and all of the villains. They need to take some penicillin. What's up, Negative Nation? Welcome to Negs Live. It is 10:04 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the beautiful state of Indiana.
Luna Sonata cheered. X300.
Holy shit. I doed it. All hail Luna. I doed it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Negs Live. It is 10:04 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the beautiful state of Indiana. It is still a frozen wasteland outside. There are polar bears, penguins, and homeless crackheads wandering around in my yard, digging through the snow because Hunter Biden said he dropped some Parmesan cheese out there. So, welcome to the broadcast. Stuff that we're going to say. Oh my God. Oh my God. You are about to witness 2 hours of me not making myself the victim and inserting myself into situations that have nothing to do with me in order to make the situation more complicated than it was before. That would be because I'm not a spineless worm and an opportunist. Yes, the interwebs were lit. I didn't watch most of it. I watched a little bit of it. I think the last stream we watched, we laughed at the drama whore. And that was about it. We just kind of let it go at that point. What more people are saying the same things over and over again. They're not presenting facts. They're not being rational, and they're not being logical. So I don't have any time to address them. It's out there. It's up to them to choose if they want to see it or not. I chose not to see it, so maybe they won't see it for a year. So it is what it is. By the way, 2 grams. Let's do this. Welcome to your Sunday sermon. Welcome to your Sunday sermon. Today we're going to take a look at some church fails. We're going to take a look at this crazy video where this lady seems to think that Donald Trump's going to be president before 2024. Let me tell you something. What makes you think I want Donald Trump to be president? He did a bang-up job last time, didn't he? Yeah, maybe we need something different. Okay? Maybe we need somebody under the age of 60, but over the age of 50. You know? Somebody that doesn't have one foot in the tanning, the spray tan booth. Okay? Do I have 5 YouTube channels? I have 1 active channel. I have 8 accounts, though, that I could chat with. Maybe 8. Hang on, let me check. I'll tell you real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6. One of them I don't chat with. It's a ASMR ambience channel. It's just stuff to sleep to. One of them was something I abandoned. Discount content is another one that doesn't get used. RPC Creations is another one that doesn't get used. The only one I use is Negs to chat. So yeah, people are really on some fuck shit in the comments too. If you wish death on a woman and child, you lose. I don't remember wishing death on a woman and a child at all. I don't remember doing that at all, but okay, do go on with your insanity. I would like to just point out one thing before we move on with today's stream, and that is that all these individuals doing these streams and not playing the playlist on my channel or any of the facts that Clara has given them, you are you are literally doing what you're bitching about, and you literally took a situation that was already bad and had been resolved and got hundreds of people, if not thousands of people, off a couple people's backs. And then you turn around and made it worse somehow. When it had it was a good thing. And you inserted yourself for money and to make it worse. You sat there for 3 hours and bitched about people painting targets on people's backs and making their lives dangerous, or making their lives difficult, and making them fear for their lives. And you did the exact same thing. So there you go. How productive of you. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm not going to go on and on about it because they will. And if I say one thing that is even misconstrued, they're going to be the victim again. So good luck. You basically, I am going to reprimand Yabba. Yabba, you completely dismissed a woman, a victim, while browbeating Clara over being a feminist because she wouldn't take me down. You undermined a woman's experience, legitimate experience that I had proven, so that you could say disgusting things for 3 hours, and you just made it harder for her. You wanted everybody to pat your ass over things you did not prove. You said things you did not prove. You want everybody to pat your ass over that, all the while dismissing another actual victim's experience. And that's what we're here for. Disgusting. Moving on.
And I'm an innocent bystander. They saying I drove a getaway car, but I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm innocent.
Come on this way.
Sure, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Are you from
Hi, Keisha.
Man, I'm from Port Arthur, Texas, and I'm a female. I did not drive no getaway car. I'm legally blind.
How'd you get wrapped up with these folks?
I got wrapped up. I was walking down the street and I caught a ride.
So you don't know these folks then, is what you're saying?
I know 2 of them. I don't know the other 2. They saying I drove a getaway car, but I'm legally blind, so how I'm gonna drive a car?
To the 73-year-old victim then, or you?
I don't know what happened. I just know what the police said.
So you can't see at all?
Huh?
You can see though, right?
I'm legally blind. I can see barely, but I'm an innocent bystander.
Yep. Innocent bystander.
I ain't do nothing. I don't know what's going on. All I know is my side of the story. I can't tell no other story. I'm innocent, and Mama, I love you. P.O.P. all the time. Right, these all good pimp squad, baby, for life.
Bodega Boys for life, right? Yeah. Hey, I guarantee if you go to an adult film store, an adult video store, you're going to find an all-gay ensemble cast in a movie called Bodega Boys. I guarantee it. I almost guarantee it. Can Scotty or Kanish verify this for me? Do they have Bodega Boys? The Bareback Bodega Boys? Ooh, there's a good name. The Bareback Bodega Boys. Yeah, buddy. The Butt Digger Boys. if I ever get arrested, I'm gonna say that. If I'm ever on TV as I'm getting arrested, we'll be like, P.O.P. Hold it down. Oh, they broke straight boys gay for pay at the porn store. Wow. Imagine being that broke. Oh, yeah, we're going to take a look at Benny Hinn. We're going to take a look at all kinds of crazy people today. As a matter of fact, thank you for bringing that up. P.O.P. Hold it down. I got to take a look at this. Look, I know Trump has intentions on running because he's out there campaigning right now. And I really don't care because I am not. Look, man, I am adamantly opposed to. I'm not voting for Trump. I said I would, but I'm not going to. He may not have done all those things, but he's the reason we're in this mess now and everything's so fucked. I would like to see a fresh candidate under the age of 70 run, one that does not need to step inside of a spray booth. It's just so fucked. But I got to hear what Nancy Pelosi's doppelganger here has to say about Donald Trump.
See you this morning. I mean, do we think this is actually happening? Is he serious about going forward in 24?
I think everyone wants to know that, but actually, let me tell you what Trump has been doing, because it could be earlier than 2024 and not because the election will be overturned. Trump has been endorsing candidates in each of the different states. We're kind of fed up with the rhinos, which are Republicans in name only. And the other thing is that what people don't understand is that the U.S. is a republic.
Yeah.
And in that, you have to think of it like we're
Constitutional
50
republic.
different countries. And so he wants to really support state legislatures and secretaries of state so that a lot of the problems that happened in 2020 can get cleared up. But this is the talk that has been going on for 6 or 7 months. And that is, right now, 29 Democrats in the House have said they're not running again.
All right.
The prediction is we're going to take the House and the Senate. They're talking about Trump being the Speaker of the Senate, and then he
Republicans,
will be able to
or we the people?
impeach Biden
Just curious.
and Harris, and he will be able to take over because he'll be third in line to do that. And this
Robert
is,
Redford.
a lot of the conservative commentators have been talking about this with a lot of detail. Dan Scavino, who handles his social media, keeps sending hints out to us. We get messages in circuitous ways, but don't jump to 2024. I really think what we have to watch is what's going on in the States.
Forgive me, Jan, for jumping in, but I can't help but reflect, because we're talking so much about Russia at the moment. If this was some sort of
Russia,
some sort of strategy that Vladimir Putin had used in the past to try and retain or regain a position, we'd be calling it totally corrupt, wouldn't we?
Well, see, you're jumping ahead and not looking at it from the perspective of the U.S. The fact is that people want to recruit him to be the speaker. I'm not saying that that is Trump's plan, but the conservative people have been talking about that because the Speaker of the House does not have to be an elected official. So all I'm saying
Lots of
is
revisionist
watch
history
what's
going on,
happening
huh?
in the States. Watch the people that Trump is endorsing. Watch after the midterms what happens, because
we're
if
watching.
we take the House, then
We're watching.
things are going to turn upside down amongst our whole political situation.
Oh, we're watching. We're watching because I was a registered Republican. By the way, I was a registered Democrat my entire life, my entire adult life, until Trump ran. I voted for Obama twice. I hated Georgie Porgy. I vehemently detested the war, the preemptive wars in the Middle East. I hated all of it. Georgie Porgy and his policies and the terrorist attacks. I lost my job. I lost my livelihood. I had to start all over. Had a complete nervous breakdown. Got locked up into the whole Fox News. I watched CNN back then. I didn't like Fox News back then. I don't know why. It seemed I think back then I was very. I don't know how to explain it. I was younger. I was in my 20s, so I was very liberal. Me and my girlfriend at the time, we were both. I was a punk. I came from a punk background, but I also was a bit of a hippie. So she hated the news. She's always like, "Turn that shit off, Ron." As I sat there with my 12-ounce beer at noon, unemployed. I worked on the internet, but I was unemployed. My point is I'm just sick of the party. I'm sick of the two-party system, man. Donald Trump is not a demigod. He's a demagogue, but he's not a demigod. Did I say that right? So anyway, yeah, I want to. The Trump cult is amusing to me. Just simply because it's no better than what they're yelling at Democrats about. Oh, the Democrat Party's a cult. Hello? All of you with vitamin deficiencies out here worshiping an orange. Give me a break. You voted for different parties all the time. Yeah, buddy. It's only, I mean, like, this coming up election, I do have relatives in politics, and I am going to be voting for one relative in one election for a local office. That's it. That's it. I don't know what anybody else is up to. I know this person my whole life. I know how they've raised their kids. I know their beliefs. I know that they, at least at the present time, they cannot be corrupted. So we're blood related. He's a lot like me. He's very based in his beliefs, and he will not waver. He's stubborn, but he's not as big. He knows when to shut up, unlike me. I don't know when to shut the fuck up. He knows when to shut the fuck up. Why I'd be a horrible politician, because I just wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Understand this? I don't either. I don't either. But when the Lord talks to me, I obey him. It's just that simple. There's nothing more to it.
Word, Benny. You tell him, baby.
Are you ready, guys? Fire!
Oh, shit. Did you see that bump he took? Oh, shit. He threw his back out. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, damn. Damn, that looked a lot like this. Let's see here. King of the Ring, 1998. A little bit like this. Let's just see here. Somewhere right here. Yeah. This is literally a Benny Hinn's church. Right here. This is Benny Hinn's church. Here's Benny Hinn, and you're saved. There you go. All right. I can't. That old man was 148 years old. He was probably about to have a heart attack. Charmed and Dangerous, you have been subbed for 7 months. Bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You know what it is, right? You know what it is, right? He's got ether. He soaked the jacket in ether the night before.
Take it! Take it!
Look
Take it! Take it!
That's me at an orgy. I'm kidding.
Take that order!
I swear to God, I'm not trying to be stereotypical. There's a guy, I know he's from the Middle East, and he owns a corner shop, a drive-through corner shop, and he looks just like this dude. Like, he looks just like Benny Hinn, and he's so funny. He loves P-Boos, too. Oh, my God. We would go through there, and, like, if I didn't have her, he was always like, "Where's dog?" He'd be like, "Where's dog?" And I'd be like, "Oh, she's at home." All right. Your treat. He gave me treats for her all the time.
Take the fresh breath of the Spirit.
Fresh breath of the Spirit, right? Yeah, okay, buddy. You're trying the teachings of Pastor Benny. The teachings. He's teaching you.
John, what's going on?
Cancer, Pastor!
Cancer. Oh.
Cancer! All the pain is gone in his chest!
We break it in the name of the Lord.
He's just assaulting people. This is so, it's hilarious, but it's so abhorrently dishonest too, because there are people, like I dated a girl, imagine me dating a female. I dated a girl about 10 years ago, and her mother was a religious extremist, and she was diagnosed with cancer, and she refused any treatment that was not holistic and given to her by the church, and she died in short order. The house she died in is now haunted and stands empty to this day. I'll take a picture sometime.
Lupus, all the pain is gone.
Fuck, dude! Domestic violence, calm down. He just like, just go to the chiropractor now. I bet they got a chiropractor on the way out, because all these back bumps people are taking. Everybody's just like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to see Benny Hinn. I need to get saved. Amen. What's wrong with her? You just gave her a head injury. What are you talking about? What's wrong with her? You know what I want to see? You know what I want to see? I want to see him put his hands on some alpha male type character. Like, that's not in on the bit, and he starts swinging back. And then when he knocks Benny Hinn out, he's like, what? I saved him. He had cancer. Cancer's gone. He grabbed her. Did you see how he grabbed her titties? Watch. Watch it. Watch it. Benny Hinn. Boom. He went. I saw that. I saw that shit. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Joshua, 15 years old.
Not the children. Not the children. Holy fuck. I have vehemently opposed my children being indoctrinated into any religious sect of society. My oldest two, their stepfather is a devout Christian man from a family where his father has like 85 kids, and he's a pastor of a church. So I had to advocate for my children because they came to me talking to me about the fears of going to hell, and they were being told XYZ equals hell. And I made a phone call and shut that shit down and said, you know, it's one thing if you want to teach them to use religion to be a better person. It's another if you're going to use it to strike fear into them. Don't do that.
Joshua, 15 years old.
I have a perfect relationship with this man. We get along to this day. We'll share a beer, a smoke, but we are diametrically opposed in our views. Like, you can't bring up anything around this guy. I mean, like, or his dad. I love them both, but talk politics, oh shit, get me out of here. I wish I had a jetpack.
He was in a fire when he was 3. It caused traumatic symptoms. He could not speak correctly.
Sure.
He stuttered for 13 years.
Whoa. Bring him up.
How you gonna take a child to the side and be like, all right, when Apu comes up and touches your face, fall to the ground, all right? You just can't be pushing obese people over like that, man. You're gonna cause them to have a back injury.
She was in the choir. Her glasses fell off.
Her glasses fell off? So he goes up and punches her in the face. Watch.
She was in the choir. Her glasses fell off.
And now she has a detached retina.
Let's see. See what?
What up, Acid?
She's in the choir. Her
Whoa, is that Chris Christie? Holy shit.
glasses fell off.
Or is that Ford guy? Which one was smoking crack with hose? Or was that the guy, that was the Washington mayor? Never mind. Or did they all smoke crack with hose? Whatever.
What is alive?
Cancer, Pastor. Cancer. All the pain is gone.
All the pain is gone.
Thank you for subscribing.
Oh, damn. All hail Silvery Ann. We are 29 away from Tier 2. Holy crap. That's the closest I've been to Tier 2 in this year on Twitch. Thank you, guys. Can we get some love for Silvery Ann, please?
What's going on there? Cancer! All the pain is gone.
Here comes Dick Butkus. Boy, he really went in on the white folk, didn't he? He like chopped him in the throat. Watch. He said, "Yeah, white people, oppression, colonization." You know what? People preach about reparations and all this, that, and everything in between. Isn't that really what these grifts are? This is just a form of reparations. I mean, like, because think about it. During the colonization days, do you think you would have been allowed to start a church and grift people out of millions of dollars by smacking them in the face and making them think you cured their gout? No. It's not my problem that he's not sharing it with everybody else. He stuck his fingers in that dude's mouth. That's disgusting. You know what'd be funny is if Shawn Michaels came out and super kicked him, or if the Young Bucks came out and double super kicked him and said, "You're healed." Oh, I figured it out. He has a brick in the jacket. That's what it is. Watch. He has a brick in the jacket.
Are you ready, guys? Fire!
Who's this guy? Is he like the oldest cardinal on the planet? And look at Ginger Snap next to him. He just like suddenly, he's like, ah, cardiac event. I swear to God, if I live to be that old and decrepit, if you take me to a church and you put me and you make me sick, I'm gonna shit myself. That's gonna be my payback because there's not much I can do. I obviously can't resist you putting me in the car, so I'm just gonna poop my pants. He's like, woo, styling, profiling.
And her spine with ruptured disc.
Come here.
Ruptured disc. Yeah.
Come here.
As my spine twists, contorts, and continues to protrude and bend. Damn! How many times he gonna fuck that dude up? What, he got AIDS or something? It takes 10 back bumps for AIDS, 5 for cancer. Welcome to Benny Hinn's ministry. 3 for autism. Oh, he had autism. He got 3. Bless you, Benny Hinn. Okay, now this lady on the right, diabetes. How many for diabetes? 4? 4? If you've had an amputation, 3.5. No, if you had diabetes, he grabs your honkers. Got it. By the way, I'll be healing diabetes over the next week for free on my front porch.
She's an athlete, had rheumatoid. Yeah, rheumatoid arthritis. Her feet.
What can you do for degenerative arthritis? Pile drive me on the stage?
They're twins. God heal them tonight.
Right now, Traj taking notes for future visits. Negs fired up a stream, and right afterwards, I suffered a herniated disc, a concussion, and he amputated my wiener. Have you seen it? This shit is so funny now. Oh, hang on, Benny Hinn. What are you doing? Groping them underage girl and her mom.
They're twins. God
Watch
heal
it.
them tonight.
Oh, they're twins. That's not her mom. She must be a 2-day a pack. Must have a 2-day a pack, a 2-pack a day habit. Jesus, I fucked that bit up. He's just feeling their thyroid. No big deal. Three? Is that three? That was autism.
Infection, collapse, pain, severe lower back.
She says severe lower back pain, so he shoves the dude on the ground. This motherfucker's got collapsed varicose veins or whatever she just said. Severe back problems. And Benny Hinn's like, gotcha, bitch.
What happened? Tumor disappeared.
Good Lord! I am almost 45 years old. I have a herniated disc in my lower back from hitting a drunk driver 6 blocks over there by McDonald's. My spine is curved from scoliosis. There's degenerative arthritis all the way through it, multiple, if not gray bulges between every single disc. I'm not going to go near this guy. If I trip, like, P-Booze gets under my feet and I've about fallen over her, and like if I fall over her, I'm going to be hurting. My neck, I've just now got diagnosed with degenerative arthritis from the base of my skull. It's through my whole spine. I'm fucked when I get older. However, if I take my shirt off wrong, I'll hurt my neck, and it will be like, it's crazy. Exactly, Zestu. Exactly.
3 days ago, a stroke. All the pain and paralysis is gone.
He said, nope. Benny's like, you better sell for me. You better sell for me. He said, bitch. Anthony Hopkins, Stephen Hopkins, potato, whatever. Thank you for the bits. Get to the chopper. Hurry, get to the chopper. Oh,
That Fat Greg cheered. X200.
Yeah,
Two.
buddy. Two. That's right. Holly Mc007, thank you for being a subscriber for 4 months. I appreciate you so much. That Fat Greg, how you doing? I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All hail. Can we show some love? He's like, oh no, oh no. Oh, I had my leg amputated last week. How's he going to heal me? Amen.
What's going on there? She had a stomach condition, all healed tonight, and her
What are you going to do, kick her in the gut?
husband had problems with his feet, all pain.
He's going to stomp on his feet.
gone.
For the love of God, more like. Jesus. This is terrible. He thought Bradshaw comes out and starts just leveling these elderly old women.
Lift your hands to heaven's sakes, come on.
Oh, I didn't greet the chat. I know I paused it a lot, guys. It's part of my bit. It's part of my shtick. Who we got here? Oh, we got Full House. We got Issa Jana, Blue Misty, Batty Boob, Casino, thanks, Charmed to Dangerous. Christina is here. Hello. Christina Lovelamp. 2 of my favorite Christinas in the world. Commander Root, Dark Rose, DC Media Girl, Devil Hat Man, Drapple Knockers, Judy Booty. Judy Booty's old school. She's been around for a long time. She's seen Negs go through many metamorphoses and terrifying changes. Cactips Kitty Cat. Lady Nightshade Luna, Lurks, May, Marcel. What's up, Marcel? Made of Views. Mrs. Tiny Out, Petty Spaghetti, Remastino. Cool, right on. Rowan, Warren, what's up? Sammy is bored, Silver Lane, Skanky English Gal, which I will forever love. I got to add you as a friend. I want to be your friend. I know who Skanky English Gal is, by the way. Scotty Too Hottie, Spike Trapped Claire, That Fat Greg, Toka Rudy War, Toother Rudy, VK, and Zestu Art. Thank you.
Cheeseburger money, honey.
Oh, we got a hype train
Venus
close,
Anita
y'all.
gave Nick's cheeseburger money, honey 100.
And we are on the cusp of tier 2, having 200 subs on this channel. Guys, thank you so much for all of you that have come back. People think that I'm going to make a ton of money from all this drama and stuff. That's not the case. I mean, like, I make some money, but what I'm super stoked about is that there were a lot of people that left the community because I fucked it up, and they came back now that everything is
Thank you for the bits.
out in the open.
Get
So
to the chopper. Hurry, get to the chopper.
Zest2 Art cheered. X200.
all hails the steward. To give you an example, the Discord server, when I yeeted all the trash and the trash took itself out, and I refunded a lot of money to people too, because I didn't want their money. After that, I think it was 47 people were in the server, and I was like, all right, here we go. Everybody's gone.
Rowan Warren cheered. X300.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you, Rowan. So, what I'm trying to say is that my bottom line going forward is going to be better because people came back because they like me. They don't give a shit about this drama. They want it to be over with. They want to laugh. They want to watch this dumb shit. They want to hear a little bit of politics. They want to listen. They want to talk with me and the wonderful community we have in the Discord server because it's a safe place to be. So, I just, for real, everybody that came back, thank you for giving me a second chance because, I figured at my age, second chances are few and far between. Yeah, buddy.
Luna Sonata cheered. X300.
Luna, Rowan, Zay Stewart, that fat Greg, Holly, Silveryan, all hail, show some love. Yeah. Yeah, it is a wonderful community. It is. Everybody's great. So, I mean, there are people coming back that have been around for years. So, but like I said, I became really damaged in late 2017, and I've just been on a tear ever since. So, people are probably glad to see it come to an end. We did, Kanish, yes. Every night we have that discussion. Level 2. What's he gonna do? Is he gearing up? He's gonna spear this lady. That would be great if people would, as somebody, I have the programs, I could try, but make it look like, Bill Goldberg comes out of somewhere and just spears him or the lady. That'd be fun.
Cheeseburger money, honey.
Rowan Warren gave Nick's cheeseburger money honey 100.
Yeah, buddy. Thank you very much, Rowan. Show some love.
Get it.
Oh shit, he scared me. I felt like I was being reprimanded as a kid. Yo!
Quick.
Hey, this is the type of help I need.
Get down there.
These people are just risking injury for this guy. How much does he pay them?
Get down there. Take it!
It's me farting in an elevator.
Take it!
I loved working in the city.
Join hands quick.
There's nothing more petty than having a fucking bad day. I worked on the 7th floor of a building downtown Indianapolis.
Oh, ain't you so sweet fun to my little old rocket program?
Luna Sonata cheered. X500. This guy has too much power, haha.
It's the brick in his jacket. All hail Luna. I worked next door to WTHR 13 downtown Indianapolis. And I'll never forget this. The town I lived in was a population of 932 people. The building I worked in had 1,700 people in it. Okay, I just want you to know that 1,700 people. It's very Anyway, so I'm sitting at my desk.
Christina Lovelamp cheered. X300. Heart.
Thank you, Christina. All hail, please. So behind me is a window. The windows go from from floor to floor. It's nothing but windows. 360-degree view of the city. I'm sitting in my chair and I'm talking to I don't know, probably some 80-year-old woman trying to get her dial up to work. And I'm just rocking and I turn around like this, just in time to see the WTHR 13th helicopter banking off the roof. I thought it was crashing into the building. I about shit a brick. I'd never seen a helicopter that close to a building before. It was like... Anyway. All hail, Christina. Level 2, 50%. 1 minute to go.
Join hands, I said, quick. Take that on it!
It may not have been that close, but when you live in the country, if you see a helicopter up close, you're probably being lifelined. So, oh yeah, buddy. Rowan just hooked everybody up. Why didn't it go off? Here, we're gonna get this going here.
Cheeseburger money, honey.
Scotty Too Hottie gave Nick's cheeseburger money, honey, 100.
There we go.
Pretty good. Thank you for subscribing.
Here, I gotta play it manually. I don't know why it does that. All hail Rowan. Thank you, darling. 5 subs to Pokemon Researcher, Casual Mouse, Samantha, Dark Six Sad World, and Tristan Lowe.
Hey.
Hey, all hail Scotty. All hail
Pretty
Cursed.
good. Thank you for subscribing.
Scotty is killing it with 114 subs gifted on this channel, guys. I'm telling you right now. That is insane. That is insane. Thank you, Scotty. I appreciate you so very, 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 very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're at level 4. Damn, guys, you guys have been killing these levels day after day. This is insane. This is insane. And you know what's really cool is the thing about the internet is people like to take individuals like myself and even Clara and anybody else who gets a couple pennies to rub together for doing this shit and always call it a grift or all this. I'm like, where's the grift? Where's the fucking grift? So, okay, right on. So Slipknot grifted me out of $200 for 2 tickets to their concert this June, right? Yeah. I mean, it's a grift. They're performing for me. They took my money. It's a grift. It's a grift. It is. Oh, hail Scotty, Curse, Scotty, Roa, Tristan, everybody.
Come here, girls.
Hey, come here, girls. Damn, Big D energy on Benny Hinn. He said, "Foo, holy, Afif, holy, Afif, Afif." He killed him. He killed him. He gave them the brick.
Hands right here, quick.
No. See, Kanish, we have a verbal contract. I oppress you because that's your kink. That is my reparations. You're making me do something that I haven't wanted to do in over 200 years. So, I take exception to that. But I want to make it right with my Indian people. My Indian people. Oh, is this where Joe Biden learned it from? I told you, my Indian people. Okay? Not... Okay? Oh, stop it. Stop it. My people hid in the hull of a ship and half of them died before they got here to Ellis Island. Leave me alone. I've been through some shit, too.
Take the fresh breath of the spirit.
They should put a deceased person up there. He needs a challenge.
You may not understand this. I don't either. But
my grandmother is some portion of Native American, so that gives me a pass to say things.
the Lord talks to me, I obey him. It's just that simple. There's nothing more to it.
Why is he
Put your
faithing
hands up,
people?
drink it in.
Halitosis. It's the halitosis. Yowzer, Bo Bowser. You're wild, Benny. We got more videos. I'm just doing my little thing here. Benny, you're a wild son of a bitch. Is he still running his grift? That's all I want to know. Oh. Gotta adjust my camera constantly. I have a feeling if I do my DNA, that it's probably going to come back just 100% African American. It's possible. I don't know. The beauty of how we look is based on where we were, like the climates where we evolved anyway. That's really the only reason we look different. And it's that basic. And I don't know why people take it farther than that. I understand cultural differences, but who cares? I wouldn't want everybody to be like me. Fuck's sake. I don't want anybody to rob me of my right to exist. Live and let live. You found out your dad wasn't the donor? I don't look like my dad. Nothing like my father. Nothing like my father. When I say nothing, I mean nothing like my father. You have 5 half-brothers here in town. I don't even know if I have any half-siblings or not. I don't think my dad was ever really on that hoe shit. Well, I mean, I don't know how many drunk drivers can you hit, and how many, I mean, like, I don't know. You tell me how many car accidents you could be in and how many herniated discs you can sustain. I have balance issues. I got issues, man. I'm not seeking attention. My body's just fucked up. I didn't take care of myself for years. It was hot up here, though. Woo. This summer's gonna be a bitch up here, man. Because I have central air, but like I have a vent here and a vent there, and it's all the way up here. The basement is like 2 floors down, so you know it's just not really strong up here. I might get a bigger blower for the unit. That's what she said. You like my ass? These are my skinny jeans, dude. Seriously, I didn't know what I was doing. I went to buy jeans. I haven't bought jeans in forever, and they said they were 36s, and they said skinny jeans. I said, I went and tried them on, and they fit me like regular jeans. So I was like, wow. Fat dudes wear skinny jeans? This is stupid. But no, they fit me now. They fit me now. They're not skinny jeans. Like, see, these aren't skinny jeans. But they didn't used to fit me, so, yeah. It feels good losing almost 35 pounds, man. I did. That was a weird flex there for a minute when I was flexing on the weight loss channels like French Fry Girl. It's because my legs aren't that big. You saying I have bird legs? Dude, I used to go outside and, where'd my phone go? Anyway, I used to go outside and I'd be on my phone and I would set my phone like right on my gut like this and look, I can't do that now. And I had this one cousin, every time I saw her, I never mentioned her ever expanding gut, but she'd be like, is your shirt too small or is your gut getting bigger? And I was like, man, fuck you. The fuck you talking about? Are you getting lonelier or just more undateable? Yeah, I'm sundowning, whatever that is. I know, I'm not trying to make fun of dementia. It's not funny. But yeah, I do forget a lot of shit. I do. Look, I'll be honest with you. I think all jokes are on the table if context is considered. You don't have to like jokes, but I don't think that jokes define people's personality. Now, I mean, that's also subjective. Like, when I watched the Bob Saget roast, and they kept going on about him raping and murdering a girl, I didn't find that funny. I thought that was weird. Is that an inside joke with the comedians, or what? Can somebody explain the context to me? Or is there a rumor that he raped and murdered somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like, see, you need context to that joke. What does it even mean?
It's just Gilbert Gottfried saying Bob Saget murdered and raped a girl in 1990.
That's it. It's it. Hollywood sex ring. Okay. That's all I heard when Gilbert Gottfried said. It's all I heard. There's no context to it. I didn't. He probably did. Well, I mean, I heard. I don't. How do you prove this stuff? But I heard Bob Saget was a pretty big piece of shit on the set of whatever their show was. Family Matters, Family Ties. Was it Family? No, that was. What was the show? What was the show he did? Full House. He did, though? Really? All in the Family. I'm just going to name them all. 50 Shades of Grey audiobook by Gilbert Gottfried. Oh. See, I knew there was some context. I knew there was some context to that. See, that had to be... See, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. I don't know shit about Bob Saget. I've heard rumors about behind the scenes... whatever, man. There's some wild shit. Like, you gotta be careful. I deleted one of my social media apps because the shit that people were posting was absurd, and like they were like, people are not proving anything anymore. People just say stuff, and yeah, now I'm frustrated, completely frustrated with it. That's my karma. Yes, comedy's raunchy, but whatever. Whatever. I've said really raunchy stuff in my open Discord to troll people. That's the kind of the stuff people are passing around. That's why I said it. I wanted people to screenshot it and go talk about it because I had no other recourse against them saying shit about my son. So that's what I did. You don't need evidence to push a narrative. That's true, buddy. That's true. I ain't got no narrative here. Be kind to one another, I guess. Is that a narrative? Don't fuck with people. Don't be an asshole. Don't be a cunt. Those type of things. Those are the things I appreciate. As I tell you what, man, I'm going to keep going back to this, but I watched everybody's streams over the last couple of days, and I said this the other day, but I can honestly tell you that watching these individuals act the way they did, not show any proof, and be completely emotional and irrational about something they inserted themselves into, had to be what everybody's perception of me was over the last year. Remember, everybody called me deranged, unhinged, and all that, right? Just keep that in mind, because it's applicable here as well.
I feel some of your eyes, and I hear some of your voices. And you better shut up before I call you by your name. Come on,
Lord have mercy.
Hands. You better clap your hands.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I befriended Shani because I thought she needed some breathing room. What a spectacular failure. I befriended Foodie Beauty because I thought she needed some breathing room. What a spectacular failure. I befriended Tragic because I thought he needed some breathing room. What a spectacular failure. I thought I learned at Shani. I didn't learn shit. I hate people. Just left my phone in the bathroom. Yeah, he's duding it. He's duding sign language. Yeah. I guess. Yeah, buddy. Sorry, I got excited. Woo! Praise the Lord.
Oh my God, it's TD Jakes. Oh my God, TD Jakes. TD Jakes, I want some prayer, bro.
I don't know you. Don't ever.
Thought you were TD.
God is gonna do it suddenly. I don't know what it is that
I
you
love
need,
it.
but He's gonna do it
I love it.
suddenly. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what they said about you, but you're going to return back to your original form. You're not going to be a goat.
This is my kind of church. Praise the Lord, he is good. Praise the Lord, he gives me food. Praise the Lord, I love him. Praise the Lord when I'm drunk on gin. You know, praise the Lord. I don't think that dog's trying to worship with you. Well then. Oh my God, it just turned, never mind. See, this is why you should never present your back end to men.
I don't care how drunk he get.
Me either.
Keep praying.
Uh-huh.
How late they stay out.
Keep praying.
Keep on praying.
That's what I'm talking about. You gotta have faith in people.
I don't care what drug they get strung out on. Keep praying.
See, this is what religion should be used for. Now, I understand these places make money and blah, 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 whatever. I also understand I could throw a rock in any direction from my house and hit a church. But, like, this is what it should be about. This is exactly what it should be about, is having faith in everybody. Everybody. Except for individuals that harm other human beings. We just launch them into the ocean from a catapult.
Because you're going to live. I said you're going to live to see it happen. Live, 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 live.
I feel like I should be playing fart noises, obese women crying, and gun sounds to intimidate the ops. I don't know.
Live, 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 live.
Live, live, live,
Don't
live,
my
live.
seat, but live, 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 live.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd be good at this.
Live, 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 live.
If they praying, keep praying. Pray for them to keep praying.
Live, 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 live. Live, 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 live.
Amen.
Live, 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 live. Live, 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 live.
I'm starting a church. I'm starting a church just so I have a stage to perform on. That's it. He said, blah, 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 blah. What's up, Sky? Oh! What? I didn't see Benny Hinn come in. Let's go back. Oh! Look, he's like the Flash. There he is! Oh, there he went! There he went! Damn, he's good.
Now when I think of the goodness of Jesus, oh yeah, and all he has done for me, my soul cries out, hallelujah! Praise God for saving me. Yes, when I think of the goodness of Jesus,
Yeah, buddy.
and all he has done for me.
Yeah, get out of the way, Mongo! Mongo!
Praise God for saving me.
But ask your neighbor on the other side. Tell him, say, neighbor.
Neighbor?
What that mouth do, okay? You got to learn how to open up your mouth and let your mouth change your future. Let your mouth change your narrative. Let your mouth change your trajectory. Y'all ain't talking to me. Hallelujah. Some of y'all using your mouth for the wrong thing. It ain't what go in your mouth, it's what comes out of your mouth. And when I speak out of...
Good morning, ladies, and the other
Yo. I need a little bit of saving now. Kanishk, is this your church? This sounds like your church, Kanishk. I'm just saying.
That's what comes out of your mouth. And when I speak out of...
Good morning, ladies, and the other gender that betrayed Jesus.
Ouch.
Good morning. Good morning to you, snake language translator, the forbidden fruit eater, Samson's haircut, John the Baptist head on the platter requester, Joseph Seducer. Hope you had a sound sleep.
If you're going to dunk on somebody on Twitter, it's probably best to know all about the religion.
No.
Another in the name of Jesus. Sister, the Lord is blessing you. He's blessing you.
Is he?
He's blessing the baby. Are you pregnant? No? Oh, someone might be getting pregnant.
Oh.
Okay, well, in Jesus' name. God said it's coming out, so maybe I just heard the pregnant part, but it means it's coming out.
Well, no, somebody might have to poop. Meanwhile, in Hussy's chat room. See, there's too many. There's too many, so we just start having fun and making a song about it at this point. Wow! Highlight ding, 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 down! I love Steve Martin.
It's working for me. It's working for me. It's working for me. Oh, I don't have to worry 'cause it's working for me. It's working for me. It's working for me.
Word.
It's working for me. It's working for me.
I want to get on this Christian song grift. I could do that. I mean, every song is just about how great Jesus is. The biggest narcissist in the world, apparently.
Let's give God praise. He's intentional.
He's intentional. Not consensual. He's intentional. Like Big Trash. Sorry. These are my new inside jokes now. Do you guys understand? I have to recraft all, like 90% of my inside jokes, 90% of my bits now, because all of them were based. Now, some of them were based on funny observations, but some of them were based on outright lies. So I have to adjust all my bits now. And unfortunately, all the players who have made live streams, belligerent live streams, are going to be the inside joke from this point forward. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep it clean, though. Well, one of my mom's friends just got into the Christian music thing, so I'm like, and there's an opportunity waiting for her to do art, and I have inquired about just hanging out in the studio. That's what I want to do.
He's intentional. He's intentional.
I want to learn.
He's intentional. Oh, he's intentional.
Yes, he is.
He's intentional. He's intentional. He's intentional.
I still have my bullhorn. I still have my Hussy wigs and glasses. I have several other props too, but I retired them all. They're all in my trunk back here. This happens like every year. My trunk becomes fuller and fuller and fuller. I'm gonna break it all out and just do a whole feature-length movie over the last 5 years. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, brother. Yeah. The only problem if I started a church, there'd be no God. Because you would be the God. That would be my whole preaching, is that, and this is just how I always believe. Like, the one thing, I'm not religious at all. I'm spiritual. I think that I'm too ignorant, and my brain doesn't hold the capacity to actually be able to handle what's actually happening around me, the energies that I can't see and all of that. So it's all unknown. However, the one thing I've always taken away is that we were created in God's image, and we do have the power to create and destroy. I don't think people truly appreciate that enough about themselves. You don't have to worship yourself. That's called being a fucking narcissist. But when you have the power of God, how you use it is probably going to determine what kind of energy you create in the universe, and not really determine if you're going to go to hell or not, but what kind of impact and legacy you're going to leave for the people who are left here after your dumb ass is gone, right? So that would be my whole practice. Be like, you are God. Go out and do with your godly powers what you could do. Use them for good and if you use it for evil, we're going to super kick you out the door.
I just want to prophesy to somebody. There are times that we just.
Yeah, I already have a cult. What more do I need? I mean, it kind of is a church, right? I go live. People, they give, what do you call it? They give me tithings. Is it tidings or tithings? I don't know. See? I love this dude. I've seen this guy before. Okay, you gotta truly appreciate the talent of this young man. He is tapping that board and playing a completely different rhythm with his right hand on the keyboard. And I don't know how many of you are musicians, but singing and playing was hard to do at first. It's pretty easy now. But that is talent.
We are in big trouble. We must go now. And I said, we ain't going nowhere. You know where I'm from?
No? What?
Hey, look, let me tell you something. You know, I'm a pastor, but you can still catch hands.
I'm a pastor, but you can still catch hands. I love these alpha male types. I adore them. I got a real kick out of Bad Boy the other day when he was talking about, dude, that guy just says, like, I sat and listened to Bad Boy Tragic yammer for hours, and it's like he sat down and wrote down every word from my vocabulary, all of my vernacular, and didn't know how to put it together into coherent sentences and just read it off a paper.
You know what I'm saying? You might not want to.
By the way, I'm an alfalfa male, but really, if I'm going to consider myself anything, it would be a sigma. Because I went and looked it up last night, and it said something about independent, standing alone. I am independent. I do stand alone. Do I have people that have my back? Yes, but this whole one man army shtick that French Fry Girl goes on about. Where do you think she got that from? She got that from me. Is anybody original anymore?
Come on, why don't you help me with this wire here? I'm going to jump a mic wire. I've never done that before, but we're going to have some fun.
Yeah, buddy. Call SWAT. Call SWAT. White guys getting too excited.
Come on, we need to have fun.
With us, God bless you, but I'm pastoring right now. It's time to get over your stinking dirty ass attitude. Maybe that was a slip. Maybe that wasn't. Attitude.
Your stinky ass attitude. Yeah, no.
Hallelujah. When I canceling cut.
Oh, dude.
For cussing his son out.
I want to do this. I want to do this. I'm gonna go drive by the fucking the convicted pedophile that lives over here. Convicted. I got his file. He has a tree trimming company locally. Yeah. And people work for him and people hire him. I want to go just like park across the street from his house and just read off his court docket. That's what I want to do. And it's not illegal. There's a noise ordinance, so I can do it. And if they ask me to move, I'll just drive around the block. They can't stop me from driving around the block. It's not illegal to drive around the streets that my tax dollars pay for. See, people on the internet think because XYZ means it's illegal. No, it's not the case. Is it fucked up? It probably is. If I see the guy gassing up at his trucks, he has these big Mercedes tree trucks. If I see him gassing up at Shell, it's always when I have to drive. I drive past there with my kid on the way to school. Yes, we have to drive past this, and everybody knows about this crime he committed. We roll down the windows and we yell at him because he shouldn't get to live in our town and make money off of our people after he already committed a heinous crime against a child of our community. That's just how I firmly believe that. This guy should be broke and under the jail. Reverend Dr. Apple. Oh man. It's I got I
Even though it's short, she curtain pies. Church was for the Lord, but still he lies.
Yeah, I mean, like, if anybody wants to know about him, I mean, just go to 47331, and I'll give you his name. You could look up the registered sex offenders here. I don't care. They're registered for a reason. No, it's not for, I'm not doing it with malfeasance. I'm just letting you know that, like, hey, I mean, because look, I got a lot of redemption to do as far as me, like, actually checking stuff out and making sure I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I think it's a good place to begin.
He's like Lord Mayweather,
Because I wasn't completely full of shit for a year. I just completely trusted the wrong people.
he fights. Oh, Kurt fights. Oh, Kurt fights.
Wow. Religion. We're not done yet. I'm going to look up another video here because there's another preacher I want to look at. Yeah, I don't send my kid to a church either. No. We've had to talk about religion. I've been honest with him that I don't believe in heaven or hell. I've told him that I believe that these are mechanisms to control him into being obedient. I want my kid to think for himself, but I also don't want him to... This is tricky because I'm dad. So I have to be very careful what I say to these boys because they look up to me and they listen to me. Now, I know everybody thinks I'm fucking out of my mind, just, shitty person. But no, my kids don't see... My kids have seen my mania, my mental illness, but they have never physically paid for that. I can't say mentally. I did break a mirror in front of them 10 years ago. Or no, I'm sorry, 12 years ago. I broke a mirror. I had a complete... I was with a very toxic partner, and I was trying to launch a website, and Twitter had just launched too. So I was trying to harness this new social media, and I was up for 24 hours working on this project. I had a little bit of motivation from Adderall, so I was tired the next day. I would work 24 hours straight, networking, talking to people on the phone. It was a new, it was an MLM or some bullshit. It didn't go anywhere. But I spent all this time, I was trying to provide my family. And this woman was nagging me the whole 24 hours. Not about me trying to make money, just about anything. Just picking on me for 24 hours. So I got up and I was like, I had to take my kid to his baseball game. And they were young then. And she's yip, 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 yip. The whole 24 hours. Like, she went to bed for a few hours, but as soon as she got up, she picked up right where she left off. It was insane. I'd never seen anything like it. So I was walking down the hallway, and she was still yip, yip, yip. I was going to the bathroom. And there was a big mirror. It's about 3 foot by 2 foot, and I don't remember doing it. I smashed it with both my hands. I got a scar right there. You can't really see. A piece of glass went through my hand right there. So yeah, they saw that. That was tough. That was a severe hurdle to overcome. I felt like a complete piece of shit because I dropped into I dropped into a deep, dark depression at that point after that, and I didn't recover for years. So that's probably the worst thing my children have seen in their lifetime. And I'll tell you that with a straight face because it happened. My kids are just fine. It wasn't because of them. It wasn't directed at them. And I'm sure it was loud. I'm sure it was scary. But they forgive me. And we talk about it. If they need to talk about it, it was never something we couldn't talk about. Don't talk about what Dad did. No, I want you to. I want you to tell me how it made you feel. I want you to tell me how it makes you feel going forward. And I help them get through that pretty effortlessly. Now, whatever everlasting scars they have from that is my fault. But again, they didn't get hurt. They heard a loud noise, and they saw me bleeding, which is probably terrifying to a child. I would say in 20, almost 23 years of raising children, that's probably pretty good. And I'm not trying to compare apples to apples, but I have seen, like, I remember I went to a plug's house in 2000, in the 2000s, mid 2000s, and I watched this plug shove his daughter Like, she's a grown-ass adult now, and she's fucked up from the abuse that she got. But I never went back to this dude's house. I was with another friend. We about drugged this dude outside and whooped his ass. We nearly did. That was fucked up. And we're not snitches, so we didn't call CPS, but we told some family members. What can you do? Family members more likely to rectify that situation than a government agency is. So, I mean, and like, I know people are like, oh, watch what you're saying. I don't care. I don't care. People on the internet don't care about facts anyway. They're going to pick and choose. I could say the most innocent thing, and they're going to take it and twist it into me wanting to, I don't know, open up camps and exterminate people. Seriously, it's that bad. You should see the things people are saying. They don't see the irony of them being so nasty, foul, vile, and outraged over things they claim I did, have no proof of. They don't see the irony in that. They don't see that they're acting the same way that they're trying to vilify me for. You stare into the abyss. The abyss will stare back. And that's where we're at right now, is the abyss is staring back on a lot of people. The abyss is, it's staring some motherfuckers dead in the face. It stared me in the face. Big Trage was the abyss. Look at that dude's eyes. Dead. There's nothing there. That's the abyss. People are saying shit they've never heard before because somebody spent 3 hours platforming absolute defamatory remarks. And she knows it. The same people who are vilifying me for allegedly making people feel uncomfortable are celebrating people who terrorized my 63-year-old mother at her job where she is a medical caretaker. I want you to keep that in mind. Where other human beings are dependent upon her. I'm the bad guy, but it's okay to harass my mom, an innocent person, because I wrote a blog on the internet, right? Right. That's okay because I'm a piece of shit. Forget the fact that my mom is innocent. Let's forget that. Let's measure. Let's see. If we line Neg's family up and we murder them all, that's okay because we don't like Negs. That's how everybody's acting right now. They are doing literally what Clara and I are trying to undo. And that is platforming, conjecture, defamatory comments, making an unsafe environment for people, and being opportunistic. And see, I was mistaken. I wasn't being dishonest, but the streams I heard between French Fry Girl, Yabba, and Sam were very dishonest, and they should be ashamed of themselves to platform such vile, defamatory remarks. It's a shame. It's a shame because if Yabba goes back to 2017, when we hemmed Bunny Rabbit up in her alleged drama, that was because not enough fact-checking was done. It's insane that she is platforming lies now, knowing what that did to Bunny Rabbit. Guess we didn't learn anything. I guess I'm the only one that learned in 5 years. And that's why we're here, is because I'm trying to learn a lesson and move on, and people don't want me to. They want me to sit here and continue to be a mess. And that's insane that grown people want me to be a mess. I don't understand that. Say what you want about me. You guys have been trying to define me since 2017, since you discovered hashtag Stay Negative. You've been trying to define who I am, and you can't do it because you don't know. You're not around me. You don't talk to me. You don't spend any time with me. You hear what I say on the internet in response to the fucking stupid shit that you do, and then you become the victim. It's called being a bully. Do you understand that? That's called being a bully. Yabba's stream was 3 hours of bullying Clara, myself, and anybody else attached to the situation. That's exactly what it was. That's why the replay's not on her channel. If it wasn't bullying, lies, and defamatory remarks, it would still be up for people to dissect and respond to. I'm not going to tell her what to do. I take exception to her going on after I had said any words to her for 4 months, me trying to better my situation for my kid, and her using her family to make my family's situation more difficult. That's fucked up. It's exactly what her and Sam did when they doxed my mom on Twitter, doxed my location where I lived, and called my mom at work. But that's okay, though, because I'm a piece of shit, right? That's okay. You guys are going to shit when you find out what tragic really is. You're going to shit. you're going to shit, and then that is going to be your problem to deal with. Oh, is it still on her Yabba channel? It is 3 hours of bullying. That's all I'm saying. I would go through it, but I already watched it. It was foul. It was disgusting. Sam has done something to her, because I'm gonna tell you, Yabba, I'm gonna try to plead to your sensitivities right now one last time. You are not the person I met in 2016. You were sweet. You were sweet. You didn't say nasty shit. You were very demure and calm and rational and logical and funny. What I heard the other night was you trying to paint a target on my back for no reason, out of anger. Out of anger. And this was after I told you that I accepted the apologies we'd already went through. And if I had said some shit, I said, fine, let's get past that. And that's where we should be. But you've went out, you've taken the work that Clara did and the work that I'm trying to do, and you shit all over it because I hadn't said a word about you in 4 months. It doesn't make any sense. You did a stream one time when I came back and said, I haven't even talked about this guy. I've heard you say several times, I haven't even talked about Negs in weeks. You've said that to me when I've popped off at the mouth. So if this is my karma for popping off in the past, fine. Fine. Yabba and Sam and French Fry Girl all put hundreds of women at risk. And that's not a lie. That's not me trying to start drama. That's a fact. We were trying to reduce the risk. And now what Yabba has done is she has minimalized what Missy went through and emboldened Tragic, thus setting other women up to be hurt. If she would have looked at the proof, she wouldn't have done this. But no, it wasn't about any of this. It's not. With Frenchie, it's about her. With Yabba, it's about her. And I promise you, Sam doesn't care, guys. She has doxed me twice now and called my family. What have I done to Sam? Nothing. I've done nothing to Yabba either. She can pretend that I did all those things when she knows Katie did most of it. So, I mean, people could continue thinking that these women are victims. They are not. Yabba and Sam have done dastardly things to people on the internet and to each other. French Fry Girl inserted herself into Chantel's life when she thought she was being abused and antagonized her abuser. We forget about all that, though, but we want to bring up the shit I said in 2016, right? But not the stuff that just happened in 2021 or 2020. We're going to forget about that, right? Oh, yeah, they're going to find out that Tragic is a predator, and I'm going to be like everybody else over here telling me, tried to tell you, tried to warn you. I just hope no women get hurt, because that's what this is about, right? Feminism, right? That's what the point of contention was that Clara was this big feminist, right? So you emboldened a guy that I literally exposed as being a predator with proof, and you did nothing with the proof, and you just ran with this narrative. You made hundreds of dollars by endangering other people. It's absurd. You want to read about something? Read about that. You want to read about, you got 3 more hours on your hands? Since I'm more important to Christmas? Go watch the playlist. You want to make more money? You'll make hundreds of dollars. You know you will. You know you'll have 2,000 people watching. Go watch my playlist. You can fucking hate me to the end of time. You want to paint a target on my back falsely all the time? That's cool. Do it. But go watch that playlist if you got another 3 hours to waste. Because I'm sick of it. And I'm not going to browbeat anybody to watch that playlist. But this is bullshit that something so good is being turned into something it's not. It has nothing to do with Frenchie or Yabba. This shit has nothing to do with them. She's trying to gatekeep Clara. She's trying to gatekeep an adult woman who she talks to on the internet. Sorry. I go on tangents. Anyway. I said I wasn't going to give a response, but I'm just so upset. Yeah, French Fry Girl stood outside a food place that Chantel wanted to go to, and I'm a threat all the way. I am a day and a half away from Frenchie, and that's getting in my car driving. Oh, not to mention that the whole border is blocked by truckers. I'm not vaccinated, so what the fuck? The Orange Julep Festival? But no, we're going to ignore all that stuff. Because she's a female. She's allowed to stalk, harass, and make other females scared. Fuck it. You know what they just did? They just vilified me while welcoming the actual boogeyman into their communities. Bet right now, Yabba, Frenchie, members of your audience are going to be victims of Tragic now. Congratulations. If they aren't already. He works fast. She's never scared. And French Fry Girl antagonized me for days. And days in and days out, she antagonized me. So I wasn't allowed to be scared. Can I be scared now that Yabba told 2,000 people a bunch of lies about me and gave a green light to people to dox and call my mother? That's what she did when she said, yeah, I did that, and bragged about it. She didn't apologize for it. She made it about her that she was up till 2 in the morning writing an apology letter to me. That was years in the making. Are you kidding me? I had to wrench that apology from her. And I did that for Mason. You know what? Y'all really make me sick that you just sit here and act like that. Everything that I experience and go through is invalid because I'm a man. And because you feel a certain way about me. You don't know me. You don't know when I cry. You don't know when I hold that little boy downstairs and when he's crying because he's sad about things. You don't know the way I raise my children. You don't know what I smell like. You don't know what my breath smells like. You don't know what the fuck kind of body stuff I use. You know nothing about me. Nothing. You know that I lost a child, and ever since then, you guys have treated me like fucking garbage. That's what it's about. And I don't know why. Oh, it really started out because MFW wasn't getting enough attention. I was getting more attention than her. So you can pretty much trace it back to that. Oh, Negs gets more attention. Oh, Negs is talking about his health, so he's using that for attention. Oh, he's talking about his kids. He's using that for attention. Oh, he's talking about a loss. He's using that for attention. This is the internet. You want me to sit here and mouth breathe? Can't talk about anything because I'm just getting attention. I would also like Yabba to fire up a stream and do 3 hours of proving everything she claimed in her last stream. You did that to Bunny Rabbit. You didn't learn a thing. You presented false information on Bunny Rabbit, caused her a whole bunch of shit. And you just did the same thing to me. Worse, rather. You just didn't show anything. You didn't even show doctored evidence. You just said things that never happened and made 2,000 people believe it. That's bold. You bullied 2 adults for 3 hours because you felt a certain way. And you don't see the irony in the way you delivered it. The disgusting things you said, the gun noises, the intimidation. You don't see anything wrong with it. You think that's cool. That's the ironic part about it, is you were literally complaining about the very things that you were doing live in real time. You were complaining about it, and then you turned around and did it in real time. You said, oh, we were afraid, and then you said, pull up and find out or whatever, and then you cocked a gun. You don't see that. You complained about me saying, allegedly, you didn't prove shit, but you claimed that I said sexual things, and then you turned around and said all these nasty sexual things. You claimed you were scared while lying about me. Yeah, but I'm still a single parent to Lil Negs. Did you forget that he exists? Or the only people that exist in this world are your brood? Sam has poisoned your mind. I gotta move on. She is poisoned. Sam has fucked her head up. I'm gonna go on the record with that. That's all. That's it. Gotta move on. Disappointed.
Watch this. Peter first was in fear when Jesus told him to launch out. It's amazing when the Lord speaks to you.
Call me right now. 620-6200. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let's get the vows and all the prayer requests here. What time do we have? 2 will see the glory of God. Hallelujah.
And my word will not return void, and it will go to that which it was sent. And it will prosper. And now listen to this. You go further. You get the one, God's for you. You get He's with you. And then the last biggie, God's in you. Man. But learning how to release your faith.
What?
I just heard the Lord say, it is a spirit. And bread for eating will also provide and multiply. Oh, that's the opening of the windows of heaven. And he was eating steak and having water from the brook and bread, fresh cooked bread. I can smell that bread right now. Hallelujah, I can smell that bread right now. Hallelujah. God's cooking something up for you. Woo. Hallelujah. I am smelling fresh bread.
Really, buddy?
God's cooked the ovens of heaven. Heaven's bakery is cooking something up for you. God, this is the way the gifts of the Spirit operate through me. God's cooking something up for you. He's cooking something up for me. We worship you, Lord. I hear it, Jesus. I see it. I smell it. He is preparing for you as we even speak. I smell heaven's bakery cooking up something good for you, sister. Father.
What the fuck?
I've never smelled the bread of heaven before.
He's talking about smelling stuff an awful lot.
I don't want to miss this. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Richard said, I can just get your mouth open. Just like that. I've had about 3 or 4 of those in the last month. Just one right after the next.
I'm not talking about figuring it out with your brains. I'm talking about trusting your heart.
The power of the Holy Ghost. That's where it's at. Hallelujah! The first thing that happens, that's it!
That's just doing what you say you'll do to get God to do
what's up, Suzanne?
What he said he would do. I'm just wild enough to do what God said. That's why results happen.
For I have seen all that I've seen what Laban's done unto the force, the spiritual force of the spiritual power.
Isn't that amazing?
If God's got to send a bird, he'll send a bird. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah. In faith, breaking through. And God sent that man that day to open up those heavens. Hallelujah.
Uh-huh.
And I'm hearing the word break through something. Getting through something, breaking through something. A breakthrough, a breakthrough, a breakthrough, a breakthrough, a breakthrough, a breakthrough. I'm hearing it loud. A breakthrough. A breakthrough. A breakthrough. Breaking through. A breakthrough. Breaking through. Here's the second part of it.
Breaking fruit. Love that show.
To speak that word, to release that, to loose you. I am releasing that. And I'll tell you something. Gonna press through that. And it just...
that suit, where's Curious George?
Plow right through. I just pushed Winston and Cynthia out there a little further. It's decreeing faith, violent faith, force of faith, faith that takes it. That's what I'm doing, what we're doing in this ministry. We're reaching out there. And we're opening our mouth wide. God, I thank you now for this new move. I'm hearing something really powerful for somebody. You either go over them, around them, or through them. But you can get... hold it. I'm sorry. God wouldn't steer you wrong. God will tell you how to make it in the midst of when you're not making it. Oh, I just saw you. that ain't predicting your future, I don't know what is. And thou shalt dig also. Hallelujah. 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 Are you seeing what I'm seeing? But I will look to the God from whom things come from. Oh, that was good. It's so fired up, fueled up, it's like fire shut up inside my bones.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Isn't this something else? Come to you. Come to you. Come to you. You just need to release your faith. You're holding your horses back. You got to just hold. You're holding back. Holding back. Holding back. You let go. You have to press in. You have to press on. You have to go on. Start is great. Proverbs says, but finishing is better.
Oh, Lord.
The day of miracles has come.
Oh, I didn't mean for it to be that big. That's what she said. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, cool. There's our new mascot for the moment. I'm just going to put that up there. Icon has negative nation. Yes, you can, because use a good key. Wow. That was a lot. That was a lot. By the way, go back real quick. You see that little Icon has cheeseburger key up there? You go to staynegative.xyz. We got that on a shirt, and merch is back. Merch is back. Staynegative.xyz. Go check it out. Only 3 shirts. 1 that nobody likes, but I made for myself, and then 2 that are pretty cool. I did order my Mr. Kiki sample shirt today. It should be here in a week. Here, let me do this. Damn it, kitty. No, kitty, it's my pet pet. No, kitty, it's a bad kitty. Meow. No, kitty. I wonder if my kid's even out of bed yet. I never know. He never comes out of his room. Except to eat. There we go. That's a good key. All right, there you go. Icon has negative nation. Oh, that was a good time, wasn't it? It was. I wonder what else I could do here. I kind of need something behind that. Yeah, color source would be great. Let's see here. Yeah, let's do black so you guys can kind of see how the image is supposed to look. There we go. That's how it's supposed to look. That's how it looks on a t-shirt. There we go. Oh, still not centered. Whatever. There we go. Yeah, send me Captain Comb over. Send me the Ed Gein image. I have a whole box of Ed Gein shirts back here. I'm going to turn them into aprons, and I'm going to offer them for sale in the Discord server for patrons. So, yeah. Ain't nobody's fault but my own. They just didn't sell on $8 T. It was a good idea. It just didn't work out. And that's how businesses go. That's how business goes. You don't know until you try. And I tried, and didn't work out. So I shut it down. The domain name is worth thousands of dollars, so just go sell the domain name. I didn't lose out on shit. It's about $400 investment. No, I'm sorry, $500 investment. And I'm going to make over $1,200 profit. Not bad. I mean, it would have been more but I got to eat my losses. Actually, it's not going to be too many losses. The t-shirts are going to become aprons, and c'est la vie. Oh, Zestu, we need a unicorn. We need a custom unicorn because I need to remake the crippling depression shirt. And I know you've been doing some custom art for me, and it would just be great to have a Negative Nation unicorn. Like the crippling depression one with the colorful pink and all that stuff. Yeah, buddy. I remembered something. What? Take my vitamins to improve my mind. Take my vitamins all of the time. Take my vitamins. I like my kind. Take them so I won't fucking die. Take my vitamins. It's what's on my desk. I take my vitamins. I don't give a heck. I take my vitamins so I can live to be old. Look at me hiding up a bottle trying to be bold. Is it life music? Uh-huh. It's the middle-aged man's mantra. Of course it's D vitamins, of course. Of course. But of course. He caught his boomerang for once. I survived Neg's Discord t-shirts. Don't forget that. I managed to get one, but I think others may want a chance. Yeah, I'll make another one of those too. I'm telling you, everything I'm doing online now is benign. And people should be happy that I actually am taking charge and my mental health is improving. I don't know why people aren't happy about that. Nobody got hurt. Through this whole thing, a few people got scared. I lost thousands of dollars. So, I mean, I think that all should be balanced in the universe now. Well, it will be eventually. I kind of called this that people were going to go live and say a bunch of stupid shit that wasn't true. And I kind of said that I was going to get a lot of karma from all the things that I had done. So, and it's whatever. Anyway, do you take your vitamins? Take my vitamins. I got elderberry over here. I don't know why my magnesium and all that stuff's downstairs. Calcium, zinc. It's all downstairs. I kept one door of the medicine cabinet open. I put all the vitamins there so my kid could see them, so he has a visual reminder to take them. So I'm hoping he is. Used to take B12. Good times. Good times. But, you know, I'm willing to put in the work and give people time. Because, I mean, like, really, the days of me looking stupid are done. I've done looked as stupid as I can. Well, okay, I'm probably going to look stupid again, but hear me out. I get in my own way all the time. But you know what I mean. Like right now, I started fresh and everybody else is losing their shit like they claim I did. So, again, you stared into the abyss too long. You had a heart attack at 39. Holy shit. I worry about that. Like, I don't have any. I had a heart murmur and an enlarged heart, and I've had open heart surgery. My heart murmur went undetected for nearly a decade until I got COVID, and then when I got COVID, my heart palpitations and my irregular heartbeat was insane. I could feel it. Like, it felt like a ripple in my chest. It was like weird. Like, there were times I would stop and hold and like just out of instinct, just like and breathe because I didn't know what was happening. It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt, but it's very odd to feel something inside your chest do something. Like, I shouldn't be feeling my heart. It's been beating for 44 years. 45 years, actually. I was once a little spam. Gross. Yeah, onward and upward. Lots of pep talks over the next couple weeks. Lots of pep talks. Hey, I didn't pick any particular commercial. We're on 1989, but I'm not ready to do 1989 yet. I'll be right back. I'm going to put these on. I'm going to go get my phone because I don't know if anybody's trying to call me.
We hope you've enjoyed today's Smith's Family Theater. Now stay tuned for furry fun as Yogi Bear meets bears from another galaxy in Yogi and the Space Bears. Next on Fox 49, your movie station.
This program is being brought to you by the wonderful world of Kenner, makers of fun toys and games for everyone.
Yogi and the Space Bears will continue after these messages. We're in the Muppet Test Kitchen where the Swedish chef is making his...
It's me. It's me when I first started cooking. Oh, I will be doing the cooking channel just as soon as I feel like it. As I know people... God bless Hussey and his inability to put together a cognitive sentence to actually make people feel a certain way emotionally. I mean, feeling dumb isn't an emotion, is it? But yeah, I got enough subs on it. I don't need enough subs to go live. I just wanted 50 to go live because I was trying to motivate people to sub. And then as soon as Death, got a cigar in her ashtray, she, pulled all of her support and got everybody to unsub from it.
Delicious star-shaped cereal, new Crunchy Stars.
Makes more munchy.
Taste of Crunchy Stars.
Yeah, scrumptious.
Scrumptious Crunchy Stars, part of this nutritious breakfast.
It's the Swedish Chef Super Silly, Fast and Funny Mix 'em Up, Match 'em Up Crazy Recipes game.
Wow!
In specially marked boxes of Crunchy Stars cereal.
Did he say Coochie Stars? I'm sorry, what?
Match 'em Up Crazy Recipes game. In specially marked boxes of Crunchy Stars cereal.
Crunchy Stars. Crunchy Stars. Guys, if your star's getting crunchy, go take a shower.
Post.
Spangler, this lab is spooky. Venkman, yuck,
Oh.
my head. Ah,
The last time they made a good Ghostbusters movie. Why did they make that feminist reboot? I remember they made that. We dunked on it so hard. It was a bad fucking movie, too. It didn't have anything to do with the gender of the actors. It was just the fact that that's what they were trying to force into the roles. I take exception to affirmative action. It should be who's best for the job. Like if you need to, I would encourage people to wear luchador mask and gloves. Let everybody guess. Don't even let them know what gender you are or what race you are or what religion you are. And be like, ha ha ha, my ideas are good. Now what?
full speed ahead. What an eyeful. Let's split. Great car. Step on it. Yikes, it's Highway Hunter. Looks like he got a rise out of you. We're out
That's
here.
what she said.
Real Ghostbusters, each sold separately, new from Kenner.
Safe.
I never had those toys, but I wanted them so bad. My parents bought me G.I. Joes though, and I would take cardboard and make the forts and stuff for them because we had money, but my parents weren't about that. Getting your kid a bunch of shit. I may have just been the '80s thing, is I didn't know kids that had a bunch of shit like they do now.
Buy this VHS HQ video recorder, only $168.
Only $168. It took me, I saved my allowance for 6 months to buy a Tandy Color Computer 3 in the 80s. It was $125.
Plus free movies for a year. That's Tom Peterson's.
Why is this man still up with his cold?
$20 a month
Sniffling
for 6
through
months, what I
tissue
saved.
after tissue, counting his coughs and sneezes, wrestling with aches and pains. Why is he suffering instead of resting?
I still have the computer, and I remember my mom taking me to the local Radio Shack to get it.
Why? Because he's holding out for the medicine that works best for him. Cherry-flavored NyQuil. It's the great-tasting nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, stuffy head
Before melatonin, there was
fever so you can rest medicine. In original flavor, too.
Hey, what are you looking for? The search is over. This is Mark Summers, host of Double Dare, and if you've been looking around for a fun, fast, and furious way to follow Double Dare, search no more. Finders Keepers is here. It's the fastest show this side of television where you get to turn this really big house
What's up,
inside out
Electrocute?
and upside down. There's now a full hour.
You know, I remember in the 80s, Double Dare was a big show, and you could send in a postcard with your idea on it for one of the obstacles, and I sent in a few. Because, you know, my parents weren't just going to waste stamps either. I'm telling you, it was like everybody hates Chris in my house, I think.
Hour of frantic power, Double Dare and Finders Keepers. It's
That's 30 cents of toilet paper you just used.
the winning combination.
Double Dare, now weekdays at 4, followed by the all-new Finders Keepers at 4:30.
Yeah, buddy.
Sniff. Snifferific.
Snifferific smells terrific. Instant Quaker oatmeal. Snifferific tastes terrific. Instant Quaker oatmeal.
Instant Quaker oatmeal, the nose teasing, taste pleasing part of a nutritious breakfast.
Maple brown sugar, peaches and cream, apples and cinnamon are giving off steam.
Why do the 80s seem so sterile and conservative? Our household wasn't stuffy. Music was always blasting. They smoked in the house. There was zero religious paraphernalia. We didn't have a political or religious doctrine. We were free thinkers. We were allowed to express ourselves and create. So I never understood all this stuffiness.
11 snifferific, taste-terrific flavors.
Sniff. Snifferific.
Instant Quaker oatmeal.
Snifferific.
Oh! Yeah! Oh, damn! And every song was like, to be a winner, you gotta snort cocaine and stay up all night.
Only today's greatest sports heroes make it
Oh,
to
those
starting
were the-
lineup.
I never got
Baseball,
those
Gary
either.
Carter, Eric Davis and Wally Joyner.
To be a winner.
Detailed uniforms, every home team and their official. Collect starting lineup, each sold separately.
To be a winner.
You like baseball? I know you're gonna be like, God, this dude doesn't like anything that I like. I love baseball. I love playing it. It is insufferable to watch live though on TV. It is. Oh God, I'm just like, just let me know who won, and then I don't even care. I haven't followed sports in a while though. Like I love professional wrestling more than any athletic endeavor. And I hate it now. The modern wrestling is garbage. All the videos online are all nostalgic videos. Nostalgia right now is hot because everything sucks because everything's got politics injected into it. So.
The Regina Home Spa comes with a mat.
The Regina, huh?
That fits easily in any bathtub.
I don't know how many women I heard call their vagina a Regina. Now that I think back, that's weird.
And
boy, if your Regina better not be doing that in a bathtub. That's a problem.
Creates a powerful hydro massage. Yet, incredibly, it starts at under.
It's just relaxing. I feel like I'm being boiled like a lobster.
$100.
Oh.
The Regina Home Spa. Taking a bath will never be the same.
Yo, what do you mean he took a bath? What kind of bath's he taking? He was just in there with a full-grown, a nude woman, and his tongue's hanging out after the bubbles. Like what?
Before Cub Foods came to Vancouver, things were reasonably calm in the supermarket business.
Exactly.
Every once in a while, someone made a ripple with a special price on one thing or another. But only Cub Foods offers Cub pricing. And that
Word.
means you get the lowest overall prices every time you shop. Lower than any supermarket, lower than any warehouse market, lower than anyone.
Okay.
So any claim of lower prices other than Cub Foods simply doesn't hold water.
What? Like, how can you say that? All mom and pop down the road's got to do is be like, how much does he sell his peppers for? 28 cents? 27.
Now open across from the Vancouver Mall.
If you like bananas, you're gonna love Dole Pine Orange Banana Juice.
I've got a feeling today's the day. Wanna get going in a different way.
Kitty!
Vacation from orange juice is Dole. The perfect vacation from orange juice is Dole.
Get away with Dole Pine Orange Banana Juice, the only fruit juice made with ripe banana, refreshing orange, and Dole 100% pure
Yeah,
pineapple
buddy.
juice.
Perfect vacation from orange juice is Dole.
lying ass kid, making me think he was fucking David Copperfield.
We now return to Yogi and the Space
Hey,
Bears.
Boo Boo! I loved Yogi. I could never do Boo Boo's voice. Ah, gee, Yogi. Like, shut up! What's wrong with you? Take your Zoloft. Oh, motherfucker. Speaking of, did I take mine? I have no idea. I don't think I did. Oh, by the way, this means I'm a problem because I have to take this. I'm actually actively trying to get better, so that is a huge problem for people on the internet. No, going live and screaming obscenities for 3 hours and making disgusting sexual remarks, that's not a problem. But me taking Zoloft every day routinely to treat my mental illness is a problem.
With Dress and Dazzle gift sets, you can be a Dress and Dazzle girl too.
Love these gloves.
I wonder how many times I've forgotten I've already taken it. The doctor wanted me to take 2 doses. He wanted me to take 200 a day, and I balked at it because I just got off of Abilify, right? And Abilify wrecked my creativity. It robbed me of my personality. It made me a shell of who I used to be. Basically made me a slave to my emotions and self-loathing. I know. But once I got off of it, and now, like, where I'm at now, I'm a lot better. But you want me to take 200 of this? I mean, this shit is basically supposed to be short-term, and it's supposed to be for anxiety. Okay? Look, my anxiety is intense. The only drug that's going to help it is going to be Xanax, and that's going to make it worse down the line because it's a Band-Aid. So.
Wow. Dressing up and dress and dazzle. Dazzling looks for dress up fun. Dazzling.
Dress and Dazzle gift sets, hats and belts sold separately in toy departments.
You better get ready for the most challenging Nintendo system ever.
Ready? Let's do it.
The new Power Pad. It's only available in Nintendo's new Power Set. Now you're playing with body power.
Remember when they tried to keep kids active with video games and it failed?
You gotta run, jump, faster, higher. The Nintendo Power Pad puts you in total control.
Now, I have a whole ass prescription of 100 milligrams or 50 milligrams or something trazodone if my anxiety is really, really, really bad. And I've only had to break it out twice in the last year. I'm telling you, man, like the little amount of medication I take and the zero therapy I currently go to, it's amazing that I'm not, in worse shape than I am.
You are the game. You are the power. Now you're playing with power, body power. You get the Power Pad, Control Deck, Zapper, and 3 games only in Nintendo's exciting new Power Set.
Attention Portland area renters.
Oh, by the way, whatever, Portland. Is this an autonomous zone?
If you're tired of throwing away your hard-earned dollars renting an apartment you'll never own, please watch this important message. Bonanza Homes has this incredible offer for you. If you order a home now during the month of December, you won't make any house payments for 5 months. And in December only, ask about our delayed down payment program. Oh,
I got to tell you guys this story. Some of you probably haven't heard this. I was driving downtown, down our old downtown, whatever, and I saw a lot of patriotism going on. I was very intrigued. I'm a bit of a patriot. I love my country and I love my freedoms. Well, we'll just say that. So I pulled over to stop to see what was going on, and I saw a guy in fatigues, and it said militia, because every town should have a militia, a well-formed militia. So I stopped and talked to him, and he made it a point to point out that the Proud Boys were next to him, and he had nothing to do with them. He distanced himself from them so quick. So quick. He's like, we're just here for, it's like, we just share logistical information. That's it. He's like, he basically just told me they were problematic. I think he was trying to keep me away from them, which I was like, I appreciated. I don't know. Don't care. I was more interested in the militia because that's a military apparatus designed to defend the community. So, but it was funny because he was like, oh yeah, they're just logistical. That's all this is.
Quality 3-bedroom home for $299 per month, including site. And Bonanza will try to work with any size down payment. If you're tired of renting, come see Bonanza Homes now, located in Milwaukee, across from the Bomber.
Kids.
And another reason I didn't approach the Proud Boys is because they drive the big jacked up trucks, and I know what that shit means. Little dick energy.
Mommy, I wet my bed.
Oh, the sheets. But wow, I got
the guy in the militia was actually in a military
Which
truck.
statement is true? 1, this woman is snapped in more ways than one. 2, this woman is the voice for 3 cartoon characters. 3, this woman tried new Tide with bleach. The answer's 3, because Tide with bleach white...
Oh, and he didn't have a big retarded Trump flag flying from his truck. Yes, I judge that.
It's better than any other detergent. That means a soap this dirty gets only this white with other detergents, but gets gleaming white with Tide with bleach.
I'm into defending people's rights, not ideological practices, and it was just so funny. This poor militia guy. I took his information in his pamphlet. I was like, I'll be in touch when when life's I'm in a different place. Yeah.
Knock your socks off and get them whiter. New Tide with bleach.
But I know who to call now if the shit hits the fan. That's what I wanted. I wanted backup if we had because you never know what's going to kick off. Though through the history of man, people have had to get together with their whole towns and defend themselves against something.
It's the real Ghostbusters Firehouse playset.
Figment, our firehouse.
I never got that either.
No way. Oh no, I've been gooed. Goes to the stadium.
The real Ghostbusters, each sold separately, assembly required.
That is a flawed design if you're trying to send people out to do an emergency situation.
Goes to the stadium.
The real Ghostbusters, each sold separately, assembly required.
No ghost here. Want to help an old lady?
Sure. Oh, so her giant head wasn't a red flag?
Freddy Grows. I hear ya. Run to Ecto 2.
The real Ghostbusters, figures and vehicles, each sold separately. From Kenner.
I keep on dancing.
Teddy Ruxpin. I have one of those. I have a Teddy Ruxpin. When you put the tape in. You see, I don't think people understand how absolutely absurd it is that people do that with Trump. They should want to be the symbol for freedom. Okay, I understand everybody needs a motivator. Fuck, everybody needs a Tony Robbins, I'm sorry, whatever. But these motherfuckers, they've taken their whole identity and wrapped it around Trump, which is absolutely absurd. They didn't do that when he was on The Apprentice. I don't know why they're doing it now. Okay, again, asshole worked for me. He was my employee. All right, we elected him. Okay, when I managed a video store, I celebrated my employees when they did a good job. I didn't stand out on the corner with a cutout and a flag with their name on it, playing their inspirational customer service. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous.
Little boppers from
And I've been saying this for months.
Or your mom makes you stop.
And watch out for those monster boppers.
And no hate to anybody that wants to fly a Trump flag, Biden flag, Slayer flag, Cannibal Corpse flag, whatever. But I just think it's absurd.
I feel good. Naturally, I feel good. I feel good. That's the way it should be. I feel good.
You know how we protested mask mandates and vaccine mandates? You know how we did it? We took the mask off and didn't get vaccinated and left people alone. That's how we did it.
I feel good. Naturally, with Hagen.
It was that easy.
I feel good.
In emergency, the school tried to flex on me multiple times. And because see, a lot of people don't know to look into, like, my kid's disabled. ADA, public building. Guess what? All this stuff is designed for you to make medical choices for him. It's a public building. You cannot. Nor can you, and I informed him too as well, you cannot make choices for any of the kids. Zero. You can make choices for none of these children inside this building. Their parents can, but you as faculty cannot. So I sent him to school. I said, take the mask off. Because we'd already taken them off. He took it off. And then it came up the issue with the water fountains. I said, I wrote him again. I was like, again, here we are again. We've already been over this. You're making medical decisions for him inside of a public building. Is there a law that says he can't drink out of the water fountain? No, it's a policy. Who wrote the policy? Is it a law? No. Okay, you can recommend it, but you cannot enforce it. It is water. It's a basic human need and a right he has in that building. So he's going to drink out of the water fountain. And if you punish him, you may as well just put a Chromebook in his hand and send him home for the rest of the year, because I will not bring him back to the school. And that shit ended.
Emergency situations, if you are in pain, call us.
That's how you protest. That's how you protest. You reject and stand up against shit like that. You don't fuck with other people. You just let people know that they're being an idiot, and you're gonna do whatever you want. And if they punish you, you're just gonna take it to the next level. You're just gonna I'll homeschool him, and then you don't get any of the funding you get because of his disability from the state to help with his education. That's a lot of money.
Us at Hagen Chiropractic. We'll get you in for treatment.
They
the
need
same
these
day.
disabled
It's
kids.
Our policy.
Probably keeps the
Feel
school
good
afloat.
naturally with Hagen Chiropractic.
With Hagen Chiropractic, I feel good naturally.
I confronted a street preacher he's a disgraced state trooper. He got fired. He pulled somebody over and kept them on the side of the road and preached to them for an absurd amount of time, and he got fired for it. His name was Brian something. I'll pull up the video, but yeah, I went up and confronted him about his insane religious beliefs, and you can tell by the way the dude is talking to me that he's just been absolutely brainwashed. It's crazy.
Need a change of pace? Try a little variety from West Bend. The high-performance food processor from West Bend.
Hi, Missy.
Now, wasn't that easy?
Forget every Christmas special you've seen before, because tonight, Saturday Night Live's Dennis Miller takes the superstars of rock and roll Christmas caroling.
Bono and John Cougar Minstrel Cramp. Boy, did he ever turn into a whinging vagina. He did. Oh, I can't believe he grew up in the Midwest. Like, he sang all these songs, you know, Pink Houses, all this other horse shit, whatever the fuck the songs are called. It's all about how quaint and great the Midwest is. And then he's out there like, Ree!
Including U2, Elton John, Run DMC, Pat Benatar, John Cougar Mellencamp. Plus, he'll show you rare
Hello,
holiday
Hannah
performances
Mazar.
from Elvis Presley, The Beatles, Jimi
Yeah,
Hendrix,
buddy.
and many
Woo.
more. Join us tonight. The World of Rock sings your favorite holiday hits on Fox's Rock and Roll Christmas Special. Tonight at 8.
You know what cured me of COVID? Rest and hydration. I felt like somebody smacked me in the head with a bar. I felt like I had a severe head injury for 3 weeks. It was crazy. And the fucked up thing was, it was so bad too, because it was compounded by massive amounts of stress. I got yeeted from YouTube, and a day later I went to Slipknot, and this was a huge commitment. I spent a lot of money on, like nearly $1,200 for to take my son to this. And I was already I thought it was my allergies, right? I was like, oh man, I feel a little off. I was like, it must be my allergies. Nope. Day after Slipknot, boom, I was down for 3 weeks. It fucking sucked. But I didn't take shit. I didn't go to the doctor. Nobody crammed anything up my nose. I could tell I was sick for something that I'd never had before. And I just kicked it. I chilled. And after I sent my kid to school because that's where it came from. Because a week before I felt bad, about a week and a half before I felt bad, he had an exposure at school. They asked if they wanted to send him home. I said, is he sick? No, keep him there. He's already been exposed. Like, what the fuck? He's going to get sicker the longer he's exposed to it? No, then keep him there. That's where it came from. So I sent his ass back. It's like, this shit's just getting passed around. Herd immunity, I guess. Like, in the 80s, they'd be like, that kid got chickenpox. Why don't you go play with him?
You watch me get Fred's Fruity Pebbles.
Who are you?
I'm the master rapper, and I'm here to sing. I love Fruity Pebbles in a major way.
He loves Fruity Pebbles in a major way.
The bedrock yellow, orange, purple, lime, and red. But to get the fruity taste, I gotta trick Fred. Fruita Rudy.
Yeah, things are really different here. And look, I'm not shaming anybody for vaxes, boosters. I mean, I make a lot of booster and vaccination jokes. You just got to get over that. It's a personal choice. Everybody has to do what works best for them. There are people in my family that are vaccinated, or it's not even really a vaccine. It's just a shot, like the flu shot. They've gotten the jab. My children have not gotten the jab. I have not gotten the jab. My grandmother has not gotten the jab. She's had COVID. She's 86. She survived, and survived bronchitis as well. Right, back to back. COVID, bronchitis, boom, done. She was okay. So yeah, I mean, like, whatever. You do what you want, because I mean, like, I'm all for it. Look, hey, it's your vessel, baby. You got to live with it. You can do what you want to it, and that is my personal choice. That, like, I don't care if you're vaxxed or not, man. I don't give a shit. Come over, hang out. We'll spit in a cup together. Whatever, drink it. Who cares? You know, who fucking cares? I'm not going to make you any more sick than you're going to make me. Okay, I mean, like, it's already been shown that that the shot basically reduces the symptoms, which I'm assuming is what the flu shot does too, which I've never gotten. I mean, like, I've gotten all the vaccinations when I was younger because I didn't have a choice in the matter. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I wouldn't have taken them if I had a choice in the matter because I was a kid, but I'm fine from those. But those were actual vaccinations. It wasn't like a annual shot for typhoid or what's the other one? Put you in the iron lung. This type of stuff. The election's over. Even if it was an unfair election, it is what it is. It's time to move on because we got bigger problems at hand now. We have much bigger problems. We do. We have much bigger problems. This country, particularly the United States, I'm sure it's global now thanks to unnecessary lockdowns and abuses by tyrannical governments. People's mental health is fucked. Okay? My mental health has been fucked before this, but my mental health became seriously, like 9/11 and this pandemic crap, fucked my head up. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's where we should be focusing is helping people get food in their bellies, a roof over their head, and making people feel better. Not making them just feel better by like what looks good, but making them feel better physically, spiritually. Stop poisoning their minds with this endless propaganda and hate. Because I know I've been poisoned by it. I may have been poisoned by mainstream media and the people who were surrounding me. So I know it can happen. That's what we need to be focusing on, and it's sad. It's sad. It's really sad. Like now we have there's a shortage in the psychiatry field. Like thankfully, I don't need immediate help. I need to go talk to somebody soon because there's a lot I don't understand, and I'm pretty upset, confused. I'm still a little angry. I'm angry about that now, but I'm not going to project that onto anybody. But I don't know. I'm rambling.
To get the fruity taste, he's got a trick red. Bonnie!
Yes, that's a red.
Most fruity pebble cereal. Part of this nutritious breakfast. Yabba-dabba delicious.
Yeah, buddy.
We're into hair. Lots of hair. And perfume everywhere. That's why we're so into Perfume Pretty Barbie.
Oh, my female cousins. They always overdid it with all that shit.
Perfume Pretty Barbie's into fragrance we can share.
It comes with Barbie.
She's into love.
I have dormant shingles. Oh, I might need a new roof by then.
Pretty, fabulous hair.
It goes dormant in your spine. It's probably lost in my spine. It's all twisted and contorted anyway.
We're into it too. Wow. Down to there. We're into Barbie.
We're into Barbie.
You know what? If I can't get in to see somebody soon, it's going to be fine. I'm just going to use this as my therapy in a productive way. Because I refuse to fall back into the pitfall and the trap of tit for tat until it becomes an emotional war. Because I know how this works. People are going to do their one and done, try to get people riled up, and I'm over it. It's 5 years of it, and it's ridiculous. So, but if people could tolerate me being very open, I'm very open. I don't care if I say it here or in my Discord server. Go tell everybody. There are no secrets with me on the internet. Because nothing is sacred on the internet. And I promise you, when you put yourself up here, I don't care what, like 29 people watching, 32 people watching. Once you put yourself up here, nothing is sacred. Okay? You may have a few choice people that you can count on, but really, it's the sanctity of anything goes out the door. DMs, personal conversations. I mean, look, you just saw a grown man play a whole community for a year and admit it with a straight face. And then get boosted by the YouTube underground. That's crazy.
Perfume Pretty Barbie doll comes with real fragrance for you and a gown she can wear short or long. From Mattel.
Attention, Westside renters. Tired of throwing away your rent money but don't want the maintenance of a large site-built home? Bonanza Homes West has an affordable alternative.
Do I preach too much? I don't care.
Angel Haven on the Tualatin River. Angel Haven is quiet and secure with a closed road system and convenient with shopping and medical care nearby. Own a spacious, energy-efficient manufactured ranchero home with sunroom, 3 bedrooms, and 2 baths. Ask about our December special, $4.99 per month including site, and make no house payments.
No
for
judgment.
5 months. Bonanza Homes West in Angel Haven, just 1.8 miles west of King City on Southwest Pacific Drive.
Oh, your son has spina bifida. I'm sorry. Oh man, that's horrible. Is there different? There's probably different severities of that, right? I don't know much about that.
Only at Tom Peterson's, Portland's
It is
largest
Sunday.
selection of microwave ovens. Plus, during the holiday season, free popcorn for a year. 12 3-pack boxes
I have diverticulitis. I'm just throwing that out there.
of Jolly Time popcorn. Microwaves, your choice, $98. Choose General Electric, $98. Choose Sanyo, $98.
Damn, where, did you steal these off a truck and you need to get rid of them? He's like, what do we sell them for? $98.
Choose Sharp.
Get the GIMP.
$98. Plus the Jolly Time popcorn is free. Now that's Tom Peterson's, the happy place to buy. It's worth the trip.
By the way, I have a pound of hamburger I have to cook today. If anybody has any quick recipes I could whip up for Little Negs later, that'd be awesome. Just shove it in the Discord.
Okay, now we're talking Thunderblade. One heavily armed attack copter, evil.
I never had one of those either.
12 rounds of major air-to-ground destruction. An arcade classic. Allow me.
Damn my parents for making me learn the value of $1.
Built my aerial technique. Hey, guys, come on, look at your turn.
Thunderblade, just one of 70 games from Sega. And now look for the incredible Fantasy Star. Sega, major fun and games.
Where do they see Fantasy Star?
Sega.
You know,
As Thunderblade, Fantasy Star, and Master Systems sold separate.
Why do you keep referring to money as shekels with Hussey? It's the Israeli money. Why don't you tell me why you think I'm referring to them as shekels with Hussey? Am I to what's Armenian currency called? Is that what you're Is that what you're saying? As I should be referring to Armenian currency instead of shekels? I'll tell you why people say shekels. It's a comedic thing, right? And there are many there are many reasons. Okay, so yeah. One, shekels is a pretty funny word. Okay, so if somebody let's find out. Armenian currency. All right, let's just see. It's the dram. Am I saying that right? Oh wow, wow. So Armenian dram. Okay, cool. All right. So how's he out there getting his Armenian drams?
Cocoa Pebbles. Super Cocoa Man needs more cocoa. Try my chocolatey Cocoa Pebbles. Cocoa Rosso. Bonnie.
I'm sorry if you were just being, curious. Everything's a bit to me. It is what it is.
Most Cocoa Pebbles cereal, the colossal part of this nutritious breakfast.
Pebbles introduces the Bedrock Erasers with Barney, Dino, and Fred.
Yabba-doo-rub-rub. Fred with 2 hands. A do-rub-rub. Now there's one instead.
I mean, dude, if I was from if our currency was called shekels, that'd be hilarious. I mean, come on. I think rupees is funny too. You'll be hey, Hussey out there getting his rupees. I mean, that's all right.
One eraser free, me specially marked box.
It's a little Legend of Zelda for me, but.
The first Pebble cereal.
Timberline Dodge is now selling out a large selection of 88 Aries and Reliance. These cars have air conditioning, automatic transmission, defogger, power steering, power brakes, AM/FM radios.
Oh, God damn. My friend, I told you guys about my friend. It comes from a racing family. His dad was a well-known Midwest stock car racer and demolition derby guy and mechanic. He had a car like this, and we went to Cincinnati, Ohio. I was 16, and we had a flat tire. The front right tire went flat. We pulled over, changed this son of a bitch, hit a pothole half a mile up the road and flattened the spare. Had to pull over, pull all of our shekels together to get a spare tire.
They're priced from $59.98. For more cars, see our ad in the Oregonian. You can buy an 88 Aries or Reliant equipped like this for $59.98 right now.
We're not even talking about Hussey, not talking about money. And the first thing they type in the chat is about the distinctions between people's ethnicity and a joke I made? What?
Timberline Dodge, or I'll eat my hat.
Let me tell you something. White, black, brown, Asian, yellow, purple, green, whatever. You're all trash. Everybody's trash. There we go.
We both have colds. Why is he bouncing around like it's a great morning anyway? Well, I'm so tired and cranky and headachy, I can't even get started.
Why? Because last night when he said, let's take NyQuil so we can have a good morning, I said, why?
What's the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, achy, stuffy head fever so you can rest medicine?
Oh, nothing like waking up sick with a NyQuil hangover. That motherfucker don't feel that. What's in that NyQuil? He's all better. Ivermectin?
Good morning.
Oh, you are Israeli? Oh, okay, my bad. See, everything's a bit with me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Silly. He took it. I took these.
NyQuil. It's also the bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, fully rested, so take it at night and have a good morning medicine.
Again, nobody cares if you're Israeli, really. I mean, it's interesting, but it doesn't really mean anything here. It has, I mean, like, yeah. I mean, again, I'm sorry. I sounded like a dick. What I'm trying to say is this is an equal playing ground for everybody. Nuance should not be lost when there is actual instances of evil and bigotry and lies and deception actually happening on the internet that really need to be called out. Shekels is funny.
This is 100 square yards of the kind of carpet you probably have in your home. Only it isn't in your home. It's in an elementary school.
By the way, I will say this, if you're Israeli, I think it's really fucked up what people like Whoopi Goldberg and the mainstream monsters are, the anti-Semitism that is openly being sold to people. I think it's really fucked up. I do want to go on record for that.
This is the Regina
I don't like the anti-white shit either. I don't like the anti-anyone shit. So.
Steamer carpet cleaner. Easy to use. Doesn't require a sink hookup. And very effective.
People should be held accountable for their actions, regardless of where you're from, or what you look like, or who you sleep with, or what you eat, where you stick your toes.
Why is Alphabet's fun to eat? Because you can eat the fun.
R is for robot. There's a robot in my alphabet. How does it taste? D is for donkey.
Look, I've heard multiple views, have multiple opinions on the whole Middle East, and I've decided that I don't live there. There's like there's hundreds of years of cultural conflict and different stuff, and there's a lot of stuff that I'm ignorant to. So I mean, Shekels is funny though.
The donkey in my alphabet.
Look, man, I don't even understand. Like I know our country's history. We killed each other over wanting to be our own slaves. So,
How does it taste?
that's some fucking dumb shit, right?
Post-Alphabet cereal, part of this nutritious breakfast. You can eat the fun.
The best. And
Yee-haw.
we ever ate.
Jackass.
Super Mario is back. He's blasting.
Oh, I love that game. I didn't get that either.
He's taking on enemies no one else dares. This time, Mario plucks up power wherever he goes, so he's bigger and badder than ever before. You've never seen creatures like these. You've never had an adventure like this. It's everything you've dreamed of and worlds more. It's Super Mario 2, only from Nintendo. Now you're playing Power.
Oh, man. You know what, though? I wish that all the people who... there's all these. I turned off the comments. I did upload a YouTube short. You can go watch it, and it's very blunt and it's straight to the point for Yabba and French Fry Girl. You can apologize to someone and still hold them accountable for what they've done as well. There was no but. Okay, I'm just pointing out a huge misrepresentation of the situation. But I've turned comments off because people have all this time to leave these insane paragraphs about how evil I am, but zero time to go watch the proof on Tragic. And they'll tell you, oh, I ain't watching that. You're a fucking retard. I'm like, whoa, I'm the retard? Cool story.
Only at Tom Peterson's, Portland's largest selection of VCRs. Plus, during the holiday
That was Mario 2.
season, free 104 rental movies. 2 movies a week for 52 weeks. Choose this VHS HQ, only $168. Buy this VHS with 4 heads, $248.
How many heads you need?
Buy this VHS.
I mean, where'd you summon this thing from?
VHS with stereo, only $298. Now that's Tom Peterson's, the happy place to buy. It's worth the trip.
I got a grocery order at 2 o'clock, and I'm just like killing time. I would be sitting here in the Discord doing the same thing probably.
We're in the Muppet Test Kitchen, where the Swedish chef is.
Okay, these are getting repetitive now. So I'm gonna fire up some music and just chat for a few. Yeah, you're right. When people look, I had to learn. Oh, you like Super Mario 3? Oh yeah, Mario 3 was the shit too. My bad. I had to find out the hard way, and it sucks. It's been. I don't think people understand, and I feel, I know I've said no response and all this, but I think it's important to discuss. I don't think people understand that the real life ramifications that were behind my actions and others, and now the absolute absurd insanity of the knee-jerk reaction of the drama community has inflamed the situation to a point where it's causing people to. I didn't sleep. I couldn't sleep till 4:30 in the morning the other night because. I wasn't afraid or nothing, but I just couldn't understand. I do understand on one hand, but see, Tragic's not in Yabba's ear telling him anything. He hasn't manipulated her, but he's managed to manipulate these people just by their hatred for me. And I'm sure it's affected. I can't speak for Clara, but I'm sure it's affected her because she's a genuine person and she genuinely means well. Is she going live soon? Yeah, we'll watch that in the Discord probably. Sorry, we're not trying to take away views, which is where we could chat amongst ourselves, because I personally don't want to go into her chat and distract anybody, or because people are really mad at me, you know, and I'm not trying to take over a chat. I can just go into Discord and we basically communicate in GIFs. By the way, you can get this little subbitch right here, StayNegative.xyz, on a t-shirt and a hoodie. Yeah, people were re-traumatized because they were victimized by Tragic. I mean, it's complicated. It's an emotional affair. I'm completely humiliated and humbled. I levied serious stuff at people. It's a serious situation, and it's unfortunate that others want to perpetuate it. And but I mean, if that's what they need to do for their content, I wish them luck. Because I promise you, all these things they talk about me getting yeeted and all that, that was my karma for being on fuck shit. Sometimes. The thing with Street Carp, that was on her. The thing with MFW and Yabba, that's on them. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Oh, she changed it? What time's she going live? Is it 1 p.m.? In 30 minutes? Okay, yeah, cool. Well, yeah, we'll be there. Bells on, baby. Whatever she's streaming about, it don't matter. I've really been getting into watching other people's live streams now that I'm out of that cesspool of toxicity and my head's clear. It doesn't feel like a war zone. It feels like there's actually something productive happening. And I actually am not I don't feel like, it's hard to explain. I don't feel like I did. I don't feel as angry as I did. Even with all these people levying all this fucking insane hate at me. It's crazy, the things. People are saying they hope my children murder me. I posted it in Discord. Somebody literally commented. Somebody was a part of the community at one point, apparently, because they said that they didn't have a problem with anything I was doing up until I made good with DC. I don't want to use the term made friends. Whatever happens going forward, if we become friends, fantastic. But we were adults and had a conversation. They did. They said, you know, his children probably even hate him, and I hope they grow up to murder him or something. Hannah Mazar, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ream you. I really didn't. It was an innocent question. I tried to handle it as a bit and as comedy, so I didn't offend you. But I'm like that with people that have been around for years, too, if they break something up. I turned it into a bit, and it sounds like I'm being an asshole. And maybe I am, but...
Hey.
Guys.
Thank you for subscribing.
You know what's funny about my mouth and my technique is I make more friends with it than I do enemies. I know it sounds absurd right now, But let's take Scotty Too Hottie for an example. Can we show some love for Holly and for welcoming Hannah Mazzara into the community? Thank you so much. I went after Scotty Too Hottie because he was an MFW viewer. Look, Scotty watches who the fuck he wants, and if he gets on fuck shit, that's his problem. He's never been on fuck shit towards me. I could say that. But I went and tried to troll Scotty. Scotty just like a and I mean this the best way, was like a little puppy. It just followed me to the community and didn't leave for a year. And it hasn't left in a year and a half. And we love him. And I know he's went out there and said some wild ass shit to people and the whole animals and all that stuff. And we're trying to move past that now. But my point is that I've been an asshole to several people, off the bat, not out of any kind of not trying to be malicious, and then we end up becoming good friends. It's crazy. I mean, look at the thing with me and Clara. Like, we might become good friends down the road. We have more in common than we have apart. Like, yeah, we probably have a lot of differences, but we're not focusing on those because it's neither here nor now. And I don't think that those type of differences are something that should divide us as adults. Is really moving forward. Like I said, I deleted social media, and everybody can, like, at the time will tell, but I removed myself from several communities that I was in that were like politically active. You got to understand, on some of these apps, there are just ignorant motherfuckers on there, and that's not a representation of me. But on the outside of that, you got, like, Marjorie Taylor Greene, that Matt Gaetz. You got all these people it feels like they're just running a grift on people, man. It just feels like one giant grift. So I dipped. And honestly, moving forward on this whole thing, any anger I had attached to political ideologies and identity ideologies, because it didn't become about identity for me until the whole Oakland thing came up and people started just browbeating me when I was right. That didn't make sense. I don't care about that. Because all my anger from my son and all this weird shit going on and being gaslit, I didn't know I was being gaslit. Just, you understand. It just, you start to take anger, you just start to attach it to everything. So people had a problem with me being white and being right. So obviously there's a problem with me. I don't fucking care. I don't care anymore. I can't, like, it's hard to explain, but I was standing in my kitchen and I had a moment I was like bored. And I realized I was like, well, I'd probably be doing some political commentary or consuming some toxicity right now. So that's why I'm bored. I need to fill this time with something else. So I don't think people are underestimating the absolute positive effect this entire situation has had for so many people. And I don't want to see all these belligerent people who are incapable of seeing others change to go out and make things different. You want to harass me? Go for it. It's 5 years, baby. Y'all have been fucking dogpiling me for 5 years. I don't give a fuck. But as far as Missy Ann goes, Yaba owes her an apology, and she needs to make right with this tragic thing because she sat there and evoked that Clara was a feminist and wasn't defending her and French Fry Girl, all the while re-victimizing Missy and emboldening her abuser. I implore of Yaba to take a look at my evidence. Fuck who's on the screen. Don't even pay attention to me. But you owe that woman an apology. And what you do with Clara going forward, that's on you. You did her really dirty. She was your friend. And that was inappropriate. That was disgusting considering what we're doing here. And I really hope that you will have some self-awareness here in this situation to realize that you can hate me all you want and still be honest about why you hate me. But you need to make right by Missy Ann. You claim that you don't understand. He told her child to, he said his kids to do his dirty work. He told her child to commit suicide. She was afraid in her own community. She had people saying that they were watching her, Yaba. And you made it all about things that happened 5 years ago that I had nothing to do with. And you emboldened this predator. And thousands of people cheered you on. Do you think that me, Clara, Mothra J, Frankie, Hatman, fucking Black Guy TV, Dragnot, Missy Ann, Ms. Park. Do you think all of us are in on some grand conspiracy against this one guy for one other person? It's serious. This isn't about clout. This isn't about drama. This is serious. And to see her, after 4 months of silence from me, to go live and destroy this and re-victimize this person who was finally getting to breathe. I'm telling you, and I'll say it, and I really don't care how Yabba or Sam feel about me, or French Fried Girl. Sam has fucked Yabba's head up. She has. That is not the Yabba I knew. That is not the sweet Hoosier girl I met in 2016 who made me the first Stay Negative shirt and sent me packages on the regular. That is not the sweet girl that I met. That is not who I met. I'm going to tell you that right now. There's other people that met her then. Like, she became something different when she got with MFW. But that is not the person I met. And it was disturbing to see, and it was sad to see. Bye, Luna. Oh, I mean, like, Traj is, he's already getting his claws on the French Fry Girl and Yabba. And Yabba's already said that he was a victim of mine. So now he has more women to victimize. I want you to understand that. He has more women to victimize than he does here. Than he did here. Keep that in mind. He was given access to hundreds of women with impunity and emboldened and bolstered and labeled a victim. I didn't do that to 2,000 people live for 3 hours. That wasn't me. I spent 8 hours of my days proving this guy was a predator only for it to be dismissed. Now I know how Mothra and everybody else has felt over this last year. I do. And like I said, I knew this shit was going to happen, so whatever. It's ridiculous, though. People need to make it right. They can still hate me. They just need to make this shit right for the female victims involved. And it doesn't make sense. You re-victimize a woman and embolden her abuser, all the while condemning a man who done nothing to you. You turned me into a predator and emboldened an actual predator. It's insane, guys. I got to go, or I'm going to keep going on about it. Hey, DC's live in 20 minutes. I hope these people make it right. If they don't, I can't browbeat them until they do. They're just going to have to deal with the consequences of having Tragic around later. Peace.